The sun rose over the barnyard. A rooster crowed. Cluck, a small brown hen, scratched in the hay. She pecked at seeds. She liked her life on the farm. Cluck spent her days with the other chickens. They laid eggs in the warm hay. They pecked at worms in the dirt. They napped in the sun. Farmer John took care of the chickens. He gave them fresh water and feed. He kept them safe from foxes. Cluck liked Farmer John. Life on the farm was peaceful. Life on the farm was good. Cluck was happy. One night, everything changed. A bright light streaked across the sky. It landed with a boom in the field beyond the barn. Cluck and the other chickens squawked in fear. Farmer John came running. He held a lantern high. He wanted to see what made the noise. Cluck followed him, her heart pounding. In the field they found a large crater. A strange rock glowed at the bottom. It shimmered with colours Cluck had never seen. It hummed with a low vibration. Farmer John cautiously approached the rock. He reached out to touch it. Cluck watched, her head cocked to the side. Suddenly, a beam of light shot out from the rock. It hit Cluck right between the eyes. Cluck closed her eyes tight. She felt a strange tingling all over. When Cluck opened her eyes, the light was gone. The rock was dark. Farmer John seemed confused. He scratched his head and looked around. Cluck felt different. She felt stronger. She flapped her wings and to her surprise, she lifted off the ground. Cluck was flying. Cluck flew around Farmer John's head. She had never flown before. She felt amazing. Farmer John watched in amazement. The next day, something strange happened. As Cluck was eating her breakfast of corn, the sky began to darken. A strange, low rumble filled the air. Cluck looked up and saw something incredible. Large objects were falling from the sky. They were coming down fast, heading straight for the farm. The other chickens squawked in fear. Farmer John ran outside, his face full of worry. He had never seen anything like it before. Cluck knew she had to do something. She might be just a chicken, but she wasn't an ordinary chicken anymore. She had to use her new powers to help. Section 5. Super Chicken takes flight. Taking a deep breath, Cluck flapped her wings with all her might. She shot into the air like a feathered rocket, soaring high above the farm. From the sky, Cluck could see the objects more clearly. They were large and metallic, falling towards the farm animals and the barn. Cluck knew she had to act fast. With incredible speed, Cluck flew towards the falling objects. She had never flown so fast or so high. The fate of the farm rested on her small feathered shoulders. Cluck knew what she had to do. She was Super Chicken now, and it was time to save the day. Section 6. Facing the Unknown. The first falling object was hurtling towards the barn. It was large and round, spinning wildly as it fell. Cluck knew a direct hit would destroy the barn and everything in it. Thinking quickly, Cluck flew beneath the object. She positioned herself directly below it, bracing for the impact. With all her might, she pushed upwards, slowing its descent. The object was heavy, much heavier than Cluck imagined. Her muscles strained, her wings trembled. But Cluck held on, determined to protect her home and friends. Slowly, Cluck managed to change the object's trajectory, steering it away from the barn. It landed with a thud in a nearby field, kicking up a cloud of dust. Section 7. A Hero's Triumph. One by one, Cluck intercepted the falling objects. She used her incredible strength to slow their descents, guiding them away from the farmhouse, the animals and Farmer John. The sky was a flurry of feathers and metal as Cluck bravely fought to save the farm. She was tireless, her small body a whirlwind of courage and determination. Finally, the last object fell. It crashed harmlessly in a distant field. The sky was clear again. The danger passed. Cluck returned to the farmyard, exhausted but triumphant. The other chickens cheered. Farmer John patted Cluck's head and called her a hero. Cluck felt a warmth spread through her tiny body. It felt good to be a hero. Section 8. Back to the coop, but different. Life on the farm returned to normal, or as normal as it could be after falling objects from the sky. The chickens went back to laying their eggs, pecking at seeds and napping in the sun. Cluck rejoined her friends, but something had changed. She wasn't just Cluck the chicken anymore, she was Super Chicken, protector of the farm and everyone on it. Although she still laid eggs and pecked at worms, Cluck couldn't help but look at the sky. She wondered what else was out there. She wondered if she would ever be needed again. Cluck knew one thing for sure, she wasn't afraid anymore. She was Super Chicken and she was ready for anything. Section 9. A Chicken Can Dream. As the sun set on the farm, casting long shadows across the barnyard, Cluck nestled into the warm hay of the coop. She closed her eyes, listening to the gentle clucking of her fellow chickens. But Cluck wasn't sleepy. She was thinking about her adventure, about the way she had flown and the strength she had found within her small body. Cluck had learned that even a small chicken could make a big difference. She had learned that courage wasn't about size, but about the willingness to stand up for what was right. And as Cluck drifted off to sleep, she dreamed of soaring through the sky, a tiny but mighty hero, always ready to protect her friends, her farm, and her home. Because even a chicken can dream.